Take all the time you need. I'm right here whenever you're ready. If there's anything you want to bounce off me, or if you want to shift gears entirely. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, everybody. Just bear with me because I'm fixing a few settings here. And I need a pen so I can timestamp. Hi, Karla. Teeny got your treat thing you sent her. That's fine, Karla. This is just for, I'll timestamp. I know that you booked one, so I'll timestamp everybody's names, and I have a banner for everybody's names as well so far that I've booked. So I'm just checking. I think there's 3 seats left. And I just want to see if anything else has come through so I can make the banner here. I think I've got everybody on my list. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Grand Rising. My son is working out. You may hear him in the background. Hey, Bernice. Allison, I see you. Theresa, I see you. Hello, everybody. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I got to keep this other laptop nearby. All right. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay, we're here. How's everybody's Sunday thus far? I know some of you don't. It may actually be Monday by now, I think. What time is it where you are in the world? All right, we're going to get right into this. I hope everybody's doing great. It's a scorcher here in Cape Town today. It is cloudy and overcast and drizzly where I'm at. I actually enjoy these days quite a bit. Give me a minute. I've got to get timestamps ready. I did put a link. There's a link in the description box just for anybody that's here, like Allison and Karla. Like if you see anybody asking, Bernice, there is a y'all don't have to moderate. I can moderate, but there is a link that I put in the description box. There's also a link in the chat that I put in to book. Again, there's 3 seats left, I think. I'm just writing down everybody's names so that I can timestamp. And we'll do this again next week. As of right now, we'll do it next week. Okay, let's see here. All right. May you be added to the list. Check that link out in the description, Kathy. I know I got your email. I've got to look at your stuff, so I'll get a response back to you probably today. If you want to sit tight on that, but let me know. 60 degrees in Chicago. That's wild. They don't call it the Windy City for nothing, that's for sure. I remember very well. Okay. All right, so I'm going to have to go back and forth between like looking at the bookings and such, so to get everybody's information. And I'm going to put your names up on the screen. Let's see here. Hang on, I got to refresh some things. This is something I want to do on a regular basis or as I can. Okay. Here we go. All right, my loves. It didn't copy correctly. What do you mean? Hold on. Here's the link again. That is the link. Okay. It should be in the description box as well. I don't know what you mean didn't copy correctly. I don't know what you mean, like what didn't copy correctly, in other words. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to get into this. We're going to start. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Thomasina, you are up first. All right, my loves, let's see here. So Thomasina, you feeling a little lost lately. Okay. No real direction. I think a lot of people are actually feeling that right now, not just you. Been waiting for a path to reveal itself. Okay. All right. Let's see. Show me for Thomasina, please. Show me for Thomasina. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what a crown means, Sylvie. What does that mean? What does a crown mean? I have no idea about any of that. Okay, Thomasina. Okay, the Ace of Swords. This is talking about clarity, so bear with me here. You have the Ten of Pentacles in your challenge. I don't know if you feel like your stability is a concern. Money possibly is a concern. Two of Cups, where your focus needs to be. Okay, and the High Priestess here. Okay, all right, Thomasina, let's see here. Show me this Ace of Swords, please. Show me the Ace of Swords for Thomasina. Yeah, okay. Clarity of direction, literally. Okay, Thomasina, part of this may be that you're going to have what's going to be required of you. I think you do actually have an idea of a direction, but I feel like it's maybe not so much of an unwillingness, but there is a hesitation around putting yourself in a vulnerable position. So some of this has to do with you making yourself vulnerable, excuse me, in order to see the path, in order to have clarity. I think you already know. I just feel like I don't want to say avoidance. It's not really avoidance, but there's like a fear around vulnerability, and vulnerability is something that's going to be required for the path. Okay, it's interesting that you have the Two of Cups down here. Is where, as far as your focus, where your focus needs to be. So there could be something around connecting with others or connecting with another person. Show me the Ten of Pentacles here in the challenge, please. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the King of Cups. Yeah. Okay, let me say this. If there is something as far as your stability is concerned, your money, your resources, there's something emotional that's being avoided here. Or you're unable to see it. Tell me more about this, King of Cups. Tell me more about this. King of Cups, please. Show me more about this King of Cups. Justice. I think there's a hurt that you've been experiencing. There's some sort of pain here. A tender spot, okay, that you've been experiencing. It does involve your emotions, and I think that might be impacting this energy of around feeling stable. It could also be that you're seeing something impacted in your life, again, like your money or your career, anything like that. Whatever is like your foundation, your stability. Why is the Seven of Swords here? There's something that needs to be addressed emotionally, first and foremost, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, with this Page of Cups being here, again, vulnerability is the thing that is going to allow you to step onto a path. You have to be willing to stumble and fall. You have to be willing to scrape your knee, okay? Break an arm here, not literally, but you have to be willing for things to go wrong. That's what vulnerability is all about, right? But knowing that you can pick yourself up and knowing that you can recover from that. Now, this may be that you don't want to experience some kind of emotional, like an emotional, like a feeling again. Maybe you don't want to feel a certain way again. But I think there's something that's connected to, it could be your past. It could be an experience. It's certainly an experience that you've had. I just don't know when. Okay. And I see the desire to move forward, but I also see that there's a vulnerability that's required to do that. So there's hesitation because there's fear around vulnerability. Okay. And again, it's tied to something that you've already experienced. And kind of not really making amends with it, but yes, in a way, making amends with it, forgiving yourself, forgiving whoever needs to be forgiven. Okay. Um, that's going to be really important. Acceptance, radical acceptance is going to be really important here, but also this um, taking the time to really feel through something that maybe you've set aside or you've avoided or, we've brushed under the rug. Okay. I just don't know what that is. Where your focus should be is the Two of Cups. Show me the Two of Cups. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this is a desire for a partner. Absolutely. Like a mate. So I know we've done some readings, but I don't, my apologies. Like I do a lot of reading, so I don't remember everybody's story. I think that you want your mate. I think that like your partner, I feel like you might be single here. You have to come into some kind of partnership with yourself first, is what I'm picking up, in order to attract this change. And by change, I mean somebody entering the picture, like something that's destined for you. Okay. There's a part of you that you can't avoid. You're going to have to address it. Just give me a moment, because there's something more to this Two of Cups. Yeah. Four of Swords. Maybe there's a connection that you need to heal from, a past connection that you need to heal from that still impacts you. This is how I work through these things, as I have. Yeah, the world is here in my own life in the past. When something is not okay, say there's, we'll just use a person as an example. Okay, say there's like a person that you want, that you desire in your life, that you have a lot of love for, you have a connection to, whatever, and that person isn't actively participating in that with you. Maybe there's no contact. Maybe they're off doing something else. Maybe they're in a whole other situation, right? If it cannot and is not showing up in your current reality the way that you are desiring, that is your key, that is your cue, rather, to begin the process of healing and letting that go. Okay. I'm not necessarily seeing you stuck, but I am seeing that there's been, I don't know if it's like a brushing under the rug, or allowing yourself to want something even. There could be a fear around allowing ourselves to want something or to desire something. Be aware of your motive behind wanting connection as well. Okay, be aware of your motive around that, because if it's maybe for stability, I would say that there's something, again, emotional that we might need to address. Okay, it's interesting because Scorpio, seeing Scorpio, that rules the 8th house. That's shared resources, that's taxes, debts, all of that. Also involves money, just like Taurus, right? And Scorpio's opposite sign is Taurus. The opposite house is the 2nd house. So let's look at this High Priestess here. Show me the High Priestess. Two of Wands. This is near future energy for you. 3 of Pentacles. And the Magician. Allison, do you feel like helping me with something? Are you sticking around? Interesting. Show me about this 3 of Pentacles. I don't know if you're coming into like a new Page of Pentacles. I'm not taking that reverse. I don't feel the need to. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like, Thomasina, this is about you. You're going to be investing, it looks like, in a new environment. You're going to be intuitively led toward this environment or this group of people. Maybe this is like a new job or something. I'm not sure what it is, but it does involve other people. You're going to be Yeah, what is that? Five of Swords. This is where this is going to come up for you. This might be getting clarity around this part of you that maybe we're avoiding or we can't see. It can be that you just can't see it. Okay. Yeah, Two of Swords. There it is. So there's something about making new connections or connecting with other people here. Again, back to this vulnerability aspect that's needed. And I feel like this is how the new things in your life, the new path is going to kind of reveal itself. You're going to get kind of, there's going to be a desire. I feel like it's really your intuition kicking in, not kicking in, but trying to get you to pay attention to something, pay attention to something that's coming up, an inkling, okay, or a nudge. And it does involve around a new community or new environment, other people, new people. Knight of Swords. There it is. Okay, so let's say you're hurting from a past experience, because I feel like I'm having a little bit of deja vu when that happens. It usually pertains to a reading I've done for you. So I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say, because I trust that enough, that there is maybe a past connection that we have to heal from, that we have to thoroughly kind of move through, and we have to be open, vulnerable toward and for something else, open to whatever the universe wants to bring us that is in our best and highest good, right? I think there's more to maybe why the connection was going on, or why you desired a connection or were involved in a connection. Look at the motive. I feel like I want to tell you to look at the motive. You have something else that's going to be coming in here. I see there's some hesitation, or maybe I feel like you don't want to make new connections. I feel like there's I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to make deeper, intimate, not just intimate, but deeper connections with people. There's something about that. So I feel like this is about you really opening yourself up to the new. Okay. But there's something emotional that's kind of standing in the way that I feel like we need to address first. Okay. Thank you, Allison. Can you go to that link and let me know if there's any more slots available so I don't have to pull my other computer out? And if there is, tell me how many so that I know if anybody asks. I really appreciate you. Thanks for helping me, sister. Okay. All right, Thomasina. I hope that was helpful, babe. All right. So next up we have Theresa. Or Miss Terry. Thank you, Allison. Okay. So for Terry here, let me pull you up. Let me see. Give me 1 second because I got to look at your. I may not even use this deck. Okay, I'm reading your thing here. Okay. The pool is unavoidable. Okay, good deal. You wouldn't stop circling. Let me just check then. Yeah, it's open again. Okay, I just got, let's see, hang on. Let me do this first. Hold tight, Theresa. I'm going to wait on Allison just here for a second, and then I'll need to address something. So hang tight, Theresa. I know that I think last night I only had 3 left, so I wasn't sure if I was going to fill up to doing more, so I reopened it this morning. Okay, and if you don't make today, I'm going to do it next week as well. Okay. We'll start with Theresa, or I'll do Theresa next here. All right, my love, let's see what comes through here for you. Show me for Terry, please. Show me for Terry, please. And if I feel up to doing more, when I get to the end here, I may open a few more up, but if not, then I'll do them on the 22nd again. Show me for Terry, please. Show me for Terry. Whoa. All right, King of Swords. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Lena of Light. Okay, we have the lovers here in the challenge. Where the focus needs to be here. Okay, the 8 of Wands. Happy birthday, Crystal. All right, near future. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. I'll take care of all of this stuff that's coming up right now in a moment after I finish this reading. Show me Theresa, please. What is this King of Swords? Okay, so marketing with William. If you want to book for next week, I'm going to do it next Sunday, the 22nd. So if you just give me a minute, I'll open that up. If you want, I was going to open it up anyway when they filled up. Or if you want to hang out toward the end and see if I decide to open any up, that's up to you, babe. Happy birthday, Waters Above. Happy birthday, everybody. Okay, I got to focus. All right. Right now, Theresa, if you're feeling this undeniable kind of nudge, I feel like you're already getting the future vision, actually. So I think your intuition is right on the writing. There might be, I think you mentioned you were still working, right? Let me just refresh my memory here. Yes, thinking about retiring next year. Okay. This might be about like ideas that are coming to you. In fact, there's going to be some prime real estate as far as astrology is concerned for these ideas to be coming through for you, for everybody. Coming up here in the next little bit. Okay. I don't have the exact date in my mind. So you may just start kind of pulling in or researching information. Whatever this is that you're going to write about, this might be about like, maybe this is about getting information for that is what I feel like this is. Okay. In the meantime, yes, the world, not quite wrapped up yet. It actually flipped on you didn't see it because the camera doesn't reach up far, but it's flipped on my arm. So I think this is about when something is done. This is about your future vision with the King of Swords there and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's still some time. I think right now is, again, some prime real estate for some ideas to start flowing, for you to start laying the groundwork for this. Okay. Show me this lovers here in the challenge for sure. That's very clear to me right there, Terry. I thanked you, Lena, because you let me know. All right, show me the lovers. Okay, the 2 of Cups. Interesting. The Ace of Wands. Okay, I think there's something that I think you want a partner. I think there's a desire for that. Yeah, the 3 of Wands. You're looking for some sort of. You can come down, babe. You're looking for some sort of partner here in the future or partnership. Okay, that is the challenge right now. I don't feel like that's actually meant to be your focus. Not that you are focused on that, but I definitely feel like it's in the back of your mind or it weighs heavy on you. Like you want a deeper soul connection or not deeper, but the deepest kind of connection that you can have. I feel like that's something that you want. I'm just going to put that there so everybody knows, because I think, Karla, you're probably on 1 channel, right? And I'm on 3. So, yeah, y'all got it. Okay. Thank you, Karla. So yeah, I feel like this maybe shouldn't be the focus, just FYI. I feel like the nudge that you're getting should be the focus. Again, just FYI. Okay. I don't know where you stand as far as how much you think about this, but I do see a strong desire for that. And I do see you want the depth of it. Okay. So I am getting that this thing that you're getting the nudge toward, okay, the writing, that this is first, this is priority. I think there's something about you meeting the right connection along the way. Show me this 8 of Wands here, where the focus needs to be. Show me the 8 of Wands. I am going to be doing it next week. Just give me a minute and I'll open it up for those of you that want to book. Okay, just hang tight. Okay, so the 5 of Cups, that's interesting. The 8 of Wands does represent communication, forward movement, action, incoming communication. 10 of Pentacles and strength. I think you need to focus on where you feel afraid to do this. Afraid, you're afraid that something might destabilize for you if you do this. You're afraid that you might regret it or that you might experience some kind of loss. So I think part of this is you working through that. That's the wall between you and actually listening to the nudge that you're getting, taking action on it. I feel like right now is really about you getting prepared for this. Again, maybe there's some research that you need to do, or, maybe this is like, hang on a minute, because they're giving me a lot of information here. Hang on. You're going to be really proud of this. I'm also seeing a red cover. Okay. Red cover, black, like details, white lettering. Okay. I don't know if, whatever. I don't know what that, if that represents anything for you, but I'm seeing that you are like really proud of this. I'm seeing you, like pull this out. I'm getting fresh. I'm hearing fresh. And like I feel like you're tearful over this. So I'm seeing this work out. I'm seeing this as like a labor of love. There's a lot of energy that's going into this, or that will be going into this, or that you're being asked to put into it. Give me one moment. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be, yes, this is a yes. You need to be doing this. I'm seeing it all kind of play out here. It's like I'm watching a movie of what's going on with you. I just heard publicist. I don't know if that is relevant for you. That might be somebody that's important that you meet. Okay. All right. Show me this 7 of Pentacles. Show me, please, this 7 of Pentacles. Ten of Cups. This is near future energy. Your investment's going to pay off, my dear. Okay. Your investment in this is going to pay off. I think you need, yes, indeed. Ace of Swords. You're going to be glad that you did this. You're going to be glad that it's not necessarily a leap of faith, but it does require courage. But I think this is also about you really, there's something about like the loss that you could potentially endure. That's what's keeping you from like fully investing in it. You're being asked to fully invest in it. It's going to take some time, but I feel like you can start now. Look at that. That's contracts right there. Okay. This seems very good. Okay, Theresa, I say that this is a yes for you. I can feel it, and I'm seeing it play out for you. All right. Thank you, my love. I hope it was helpful. All right, my friends. Okay, I got to take just a smidge of a break because the dogs are like, let me out. And I will be right back. I'll put on some nice music for you while I do this. Okay, let me do this real quick. I'm going to put this on. I'll be right back, okay? There we go. Okay, I am back. Just let me hold on. All right, I'm back. Just let me fix something real quick. And Michelle, you're going to be up next. How is everybody? The magical mysteries. I love that, Theresa. All right, let me see here. Okay, let me write these new ones down. I have Sarah. I'm probably going to mess up your name and I apologize. Osaze. Did I say it right? We have Janis and Karen. Okie joke. All right, I've got all of you. Just give me one sec. And I'm going to, just in case anybody wants to do this next Sunday. Teak, you drink extremely loud. Can y'all hear him drinking? It's okay, Allison. It's fine. I've been there, girl. I've been there. Okay. So I'm hiding this, right? And then I'm going to open this. Okay. All right. So the 22nd is available. I may open up a few more depending on how I feel. I imagine that I'm probably going to want to be done when I get to the end. So just FYI. Okay. It usually is by the time I'm at the last one, I'm ready to wrap up. Okay. All right, loves. Michelle, let me go look at your posting. All right. Oops, I don't want to do that. I'll do that. Miss Michelle. Okay. I'm going to read your thing here. Uh-oh. First line. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right, my love. Let's see what's going on. I don't see where you put. Yes, you did. The Sag. That's right. Okay. Okay, good deal. Okay, is Michelle in here by chance? I'll timestamp it if not. All right. All right. So let's look at this person. That was a bad shuffle. All right. Show me this person here. Yeah. Let me before I do that. Show me this person's overall energy, please. Sorry, guys, bear with me. Okay. Show me this person's overall energy. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, what is, from this person's perspective, what is the challenge or blockage here? Yeah, the decision. Okay. Okay. Show me feelings here. This person's feelings. The Keo. Teak. Go lay your big ass down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Good boy. Go lay down. Thank you. Okay. 4 of Swords. In the feelings. Yeah, laying low for sure. This person wants commitment. Like, if this person's like dating stuff, they're dating for a commitment. They're looking for their person. Okay. Show me how this person views you. Well, maybe communicative. I think this person knows you want to talk. Okay. Hello, Pharaoh. Nice to see you. Show me. Okay. In the mind, this person's really focused on work. They might even be using that, as a way to distract themselves from what they're like, to get it off their mind. Okay. With that eight of swords there. Anything hidden that we need to be aware of that is in the best and highest good for Michelle to know, please? Okay, we have the Page of Wands. I think this person wants to talk to you. But I think that they're taking I think they're a little confused right now, just a little confused about maybe what happened, trying to wrap their head around that. Even if you've explained it, maybe it made them feel some kind of way. Okay. And they could be trying to, because I see this person, they feel like they need to just kind of rest for a minute. Can you show me? I think this person's very serious about what they're looking for, though. Next moves? Any next moves from this person? Any next moves from this person? Okay, the Two of Swords. Okay, babes. Let's see. Let me go back and clarify some things here. Show me this Eight of Swords, please. Show me the Eight of Swords for Michelle in relation to this person, please. Oh, I think this person was getting used to the idea of like a future with you. Like they may not have talked about this, but I do feel like this person had thought about this. Okay. Yeah. This person's serious about commitment. They're definitely traditional energy. I think this person's also wondering if they're ever going to find their person. That doesn't mean that they, there's no chance of survival here, but maybe this isn't the first rodeo this person's had, okay. Let's see this Judgment energy. Just show me Judgment, please. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this person wanted to take something a next step. Now, I don't know if that means, maybe you've just had some casual dinners or something like that. This could have been like the next step. Maybe we go on a trip together, a short trip, a road trip, something like that. Like this. I feel like this person was getting used to the idea of like a future, and that probably doesn't make you feel really good right now. So, but yeah, I do think this person was like hopeful for a like a long-term outcome. Again, I don't know that this person was discussing that. But I do, that's what they're doing things for. They're not just frivolous. Okay. They have a purpose, a plan, I should say. Okay. Show me, for, what they want in their life. Show me the Four of Swords here and the feelings. Show me that Four of Swords, please. Yeah, this person's laying low. They feel like they need to lay low right now. They're thinking about the future. Maybe they're thinking about whether this has a future. Okay. Can it be successful, or am I wasting my time? That's what this person's feeling right now. I would give this person some space. This person's viewing you is very communicative. Okay. Maybe this is like, we just need to, I would say, pull back. Okay. Give this person some space. Show me the Hierophant, please. Show me the Hierophant. Yeah. Literally this person, they want a commitment. They want something long-term. Okay. I feel this person's very traditional. They want kind of, the house with the white picket fence or whatever the dream is for this person. It does involve a partnership marriage. Okay. I think this person is wondering if they're ever going to find their person. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know. Again, I don't know that this isn't survivable, but I think this person is thinking about whether this is the thing that they want to invest in. Okay. This person's very level-headed, I'm getting. They're very level-headed. There might be something going on at work, but this could also be them just kind of trying to get their mind off this. They're working toward their goals is what I'm picking up. Can you give me a little more on the Hierophant, please? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this I'm telling you, this person is like, am I ever going to find a partner in life? That's where this person is at. So you can kind of equate that to, that is a variable to consider when this person's thinking about this. Show me this Knight of Swords here. Yeah, stop communicating, babe. If you're still trying to communicate, I would stop communicating. Just no last message, nothing. Just, I don't know if that's where you are right now, but I think that you need to, because I feel this person's like, they might feel pressured by that, or it may, yeah. Let me read your thing again, because that was interesting what just came through. Give me one sec. He may think that there's another person, or wonder if there's like somebody else that you've been seeing. Don't tell him that you're not. Just leave it alone, okay? But I this person's like, are you really single? They may equate what you did to something wrong, something going on, and that may not be true. This can be, this is this own person's perspective on how they're seeing you, right? I think this person, they are very level-headed. They may not understand what you did, okay? They may not understand why you did it. Even though you explain yourself. There's something about like how you're communicating that I think this person is pulling back. I do. I'm gonna, I'm always gonna be honest with you with what I see. And show me the Eight of Pentacles here. Again, I'm not saying it's not survivable. Show me the Eight of Pentacles. But I am saying right now, that's what that looks like. Yeah, this person's working toward their future. They're working toward like long term. They're not having a good go of it here. Yeah, they're turning up empty. I think this person's a little frustrated with the so-called dating scene. I don't know what that means for this person, but like as far as meeting people and dating people, like this person's coming up empty-handed. That's how they're looking at this right now. Okay. But again, I do see this person thinking like, does this have potential to be successful? So I think they're considering whether this is worth continuing to pursue. Okay. Let me get a little sip here. It's so nice doing this when it's rainy outside. It's so calm and peaceful. All right, let's see here. The dogs are always chill when it's raining. Show me this Page of Wands. What's hidden here? Okay, I think this person's probably going to, I know that's not going to make you happy to hear, okay, but I think this person is probably going to send a message and just kind of inform you. The Eight of Cups is interesting because that tells me this person was developing feelings. Okay. Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. Give me one second. And the Two of Pentacles. I think this person knows what they want. I think they have an easy time connecting when they know it's something that they want. There may be a consideration of someone from this person's past potentially. Didn't you mention this person kind of going quiet? I'm not saying they were like doing you dirty here, but I think there may have been somebody like kind of re-entering the picture a little bit, or something like not anything major. I don't get like full on, anything here. I'm just getting like maybe there's like somebody said hello, hey, how you been, kind of thing, or something like that. That may have been why you were feeling that lack of emotional presence. I think this person was just trying to figure out like what they want. They definitely want success, however they view that in their life. But I also feel like this person doesn't want any sort of repeat patterns or anything like that. They don't want to repeat. It's like they've learned some valuable lessons in their life about connections. Okay. I do feel like this person has a plan. They have a goal. I don't know. Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords tells me this person's gonna probably disconnect from this. The Sun. They may tell you that they're going to do this. Okay. I think that they do want to tell you that they're going to do this. They might be afraid of like your reaction or. Yeah. Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords, Knight of Wands, and a Page of Swords. Michelle, again, I'm going to be very completely honest with you. I feel like there was this person read something that you said or that you sent, and that may be like a lot of information for them just about like who you are and like and again, I'm not saying anything's necessarily wrong. You obviously realize the error of your way here. This might be something of a bit of a lesson. Is this recoverable? I'm not trying to give you false hope here. Okay. Is this recoverable? The Chariot. The High Priest. This feels like one of those kinds of connections that catapult. Yeah. The Five of Swords. I feel like this is one of those connections that catapult you into like it's a catalyst. I don't necessarily know. I would think that you'd be fooling yourself if you think that this is going to recover. Okay. I'm just going to be very frank with you with what I'm seeing. No false hope here. Okay. I think there's something about something that you said that this may be where you really notice this person pull back. They may even be like reading through the messages and what the things that you're saying and how you're saying it, maybe the urgency is, this person feels like it's illuminating a lot for them. Okay. All right, my love. I hope that was helpful. I know it's not, I definitely wasn't what you wanted to hear. I'm sending you a big hug. I know that's not easy. So, okay. Let me just pause here. Let me see who's next on my list. Sam is next on my list. So give me one sec. Thanks, Michelle. Sam. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Got you. Okay, I'm going to put... let me take Michelle down. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Let me fix something real quick. We're just taking it nice and easy. Easy like Sunday morning. Okay. Let me do something here. Where are you? Hang on a minute. Here it is. Okay. Hold everybody's horses. Okay, and this one. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Phooey. Okay, hold on a minute. Here for Sam. Ah, okay. Hi, lovely. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Give me uno momento. I'll pop you up on the screen. I just got to fix a setting here, and I have to do it 3 times. So bear with me. Do, 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 do. Ba-da-da-da. So how about them files coming out? The rabbit hole was always there for me, but it has gotten much deeper. Okay, let me see here. I say let it burn. Burn it all down. Okay, one more, guys. Bear with me. I'm doing pretty well, Sam. It's a nice, chill, drizzly day. I'm glad it was because it puts me more in the mood to read for you guys. Okay. Okay, that's done. All right, just in case I don't take any more today, and hang on. I know I'm not finishing my sentences. That's not how you spell that. Okay. Well then. I swear. Me and technology. Okay. All right, there's that. I also put it in the description box, just FYI. Okay. Sam. Sam I am. Okay. Let me pull your thing, bobber up here again. Yes, legal bottle. Da, da, da. I don't want to read it out loud. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Give me a minute. Let me feel what deck I want to use for this while I timestamp you. Okay. I'm going to go with this. All right, my lovelies. Show me for Sam, please. I'm going to freestyle yours here. Show me for Sam. Nope. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Okay. No, I am being directed to do a spread, not a freestyle. Okay. I thought I was going to freestyle. I guess not. All right. Show me, please, overall energy. We'll have to go on the back channel to talk about it. All right. So we have the Empress. Okay. This can represent Mother, as you know. Show me challenge, please. Thank you. 4 of Cups. Okay. This is something that I feel like you wish hasn't gone this way. Okay. Some disappointment there. Where to focus your energy here? We have the Hangman. Sam, I may have some questions for you. If you're available. Okay. And we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Let me... I wonder if there's some areas where you're compromising. I don't know what the situation is specifically. I don't know if it's compromising or you need to like grab the bull by the horns, and I'm not sure which direction this is steering you. So let me just get some clarity here. Show me the Empress. Well, Justice, you know what this is. Okay, the 5 of Wands. I'll look at it in a second. Lena, give me a second. 5 of Wands and the 2 of Wands. This is definitely a fight here. Okay, I don't know if there's like certain things wanting to be decided. Is this, can you tell me please, does she need to just free herself from this in whatever form that needs to be in? Okay, hang on a minute. Again, I feel like there's, okay, let me just say this. I'm just going to toss this out there at you. If there happens to be something that you're like, hell no, not no, but hell no kind of thing, then I feel like there might need to be some compromise. Now, I don't know what that's in regard to. Okay. I'm just seeing that there's an energy of that. Hmm. Show me this Ten of Swords. What's this person's sign? Can you tell me, Sam? Did you put it in your booking? Let me see. No. You could let me know what their sign is just while I'm reading this. Show me this Four of Cups and the challenge. Ugh. I'm willing to bet you didn't think this person was going to be this way. Maybe you feel like you should have listened to your intuition. Yeah. I'm curious if I wonder if you may have gotten involved in, like, in the beginning when you connected with this person. I wonder if this was something that you felt like it was a leap of faith. I wonder if there's something about that. Or it went very quickly. It happened very quickly. Either that or it felt like a leap of faith. I feel like you kind of had an inkling, something, there was a ping, I feel like, when you first connected with this person. This person's Aquarius. Okay. Wait. I see. Who am I? Hold on. I got to double check who I'm reading here. I see two Sams. No, hold on. I'll tell you who this is. And I only have one Sam in the thing now. No, this, okay. So Sam H. Sam H. This person's a Scorpio. Okay. So tell me if this is somebody that you connected with quickly, or I don't know if there was like, there was some kind of ping when you first interacted with this person that maybe this isn't something I should do. I feel like there's disappointment around something having to do with that. Like I should have known better or something like this. Tilt thought is blind. I think I'm reading for another person here. This is for Sam H. I'm not sure what your last name is. Okay. Definitely should have known better. Okay. All right. By the way, Lena, there's availability now. I fixed it. Okay, so the Hanged Man. All right, so where your focus should be here. Let me look at this a little deeper. Okay. This, and maybe you've already done this, especially if you've been dealing this for the last 7+ years. But there might be something. Let me just get a little more information. Yeah. Six of Cups. That's the children. Show me more. You probably already do this, but this is about like there could be some sort of toxic trait here. Okay. That feels like there was some sort of toxic trait, or there is some sort of toxic trait that maybe you're seeing show up in the children, or maybe you're afraid is going to show up in the children. I feel like this is about giving them, depending, of course, on their ages and their understanding, giving them a perspective to consider. There's something here that I feel like is certainly impacting them. Show me more about this devil here. Let me just see. Oh, I got you. Okay. I gotcha. On behalf, you said. Gotcha. Okay. All right. The 3 of Pentacles here. I think this person's probably very hard to deal with. I feel like this person is probably trying to just maintain some sort of control. It feels very egotistical to me. Maybe that's part of this. There's something about ego, or maybe even anger. If it is anger with this person, then just keep in mind that that can come from, no, not can come. The root cause of anger is grief. That might be the perspective that you might want to share. There's something about maybe giving courage. I definitely see where your courage and your perseverance through this is necessary, but I'm also seeing where giving, as far as their understanding, the level of their understanding is concerned, giving them a perspective to making sure that you're enlightening them. Okay. Or enlightening them, 1 or more, however many you have. How many do you have? Very angry man. I gotcha. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Very hard to work with this person is what I'm seeing, but have to, apparently. And so I think this is about empowering your children or your child to handle this. I feel like this person's energy is not great. I feel like it is impacting your child or children. Okay, show me the Queen of Cups here in the near future. 1 daughter. Okay, so it's definitely. What is her zodiac sign? She's not a Leo by chance, is she? Maybe she has some Leo in her chart. There could also be an energy of maybe there was a lot of vibrance, and maybe the vibrance is, suffering. Okay, Queen of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Wands. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. I think that if it hasn't happened already, it feels like your child may come to you and say that they don't want to be around this person anymore. Is it Leo? Okay. 8 8. Nice. So she's about 10. She'll be 10 this year. Is that right? Am I doing that math right there? 10, 11 this year? 10. She may come to you and say that maybe she already has, and say that she may not want to. I feel like she's going to communicate the change that she wants. Okay. There might be a certain age that she reaches where that is relevant and valid, and that can be used. Okay. When does, can you give me some sort of idea of when this happens? Is this being brought up in the legal system? Can you show me, please? Yeah, that's definitely about the father. I don't know if something has happened. Like, I feel like this is hurting her self-esteem. There may be some kind of lashing out. There may be something physical. Yeah, there is definitely some anger there for sure. Could be something. I feel like this is some kind of event that happens. Okay, that it warrants maybe some kind of coming back before the judge. Okay, give me a little bit more there. Just bear with me here. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. There's something relevant that's going to come up. Okay, this may be around maybe Cancer season. Maybe it could also be, this could take place around in Taurus season, maybe around that Scorpio full moon. Okay, let me look at when that is for you. Hold on a minute. I don't know what else. I think it is May 1st, I think. Last time I checked, I think that's what came out. Let me just double check. Yep. No. No. Hold on. Oh, that's June. Hold on a minute. Yep, May 1st. May 1st is that Scorpio new moon. So next court days in Cancer season 7-9. Well, you might be in luck. There might be something that goes down here around that Scorpio full moon or in Taurus season. I feel like that's when that's going to happen. And this is going to be cause enough to deal with the situation. In the meantime, I would be sending some vibes out beforehand. Get out in front of it with the energy about the outcome that you want. Okay. As far as manifestation is concerned. All right. I hope that helps, my love. Does that help? You're trying to get in front of a judge to finally have a cut. Okay. They have been waiting since Sam moved to protect Evie. Yeah. So I think there's going to be something that comes up. This, I will say it does feel physical. Okay. It feels physical. Physical anger. Okay. All right, my love. You're so welcome. Thank you. Okay. Let's see who's next here. That was Sam I Am. Okay. Next we have Carolin. She's probably not online, but that's okay. Uh-huh. Okay, we'll just do a general then in this case. All right, let me pull Carolin up. Okay, my loves. All right, Carolin, we are going to put you at 125. Okay. Carolin, just going to do a general spread here for you. Nope. Okay, I hear you. All right, show me, please. Show me for Carolin. Hi, Karen. I see you. I've got you on my list. All right, show me, please, for Carolin. Show me the overall energy here around Carolin. Okay, the Four of Swords. I feel like I just want to get my footing. I just felt that. Okay, show me the challenge here. Three of Pentacles. Certainly the environment. Okay, it's always the environment, isn't it? Show me where the focus needs to be, please. Ten of Swords. Interesting. Okay, show me near future, please. We have the Star. Yeah, this is about your path and purpose. The direction, my love, that you have been intending to go down, that you've kind of initiated, I feel like it is the right direction. I feel like you need to trust yourself. I feel like you need to trust. This is a little bit of like faith. I'm not saying that you need to abandon ship or jump ship here, but I am saying that the path that you are trying to direct yourself down is the correct path. Okay, that's where you're headed. But I do get something about you might have a nature about you to kind of resort to not trusting yourself. That's what it feels like. Okay, let's get some clarity here on the Four of Swords. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Five of Swords. There's something that you need to heal around your hesitation. It's your hesitation to trust in yourself to execute something successfully. The Hierophant. This is about you being committed to yourself, committed to this path that you're currently going down. I don't mean the environment you're in. The environment's the challenge. I mean the path that you're going down. The book situations, the education situation. Okay. Let's look at the Three of Pentacles here in the challenge. Show me the Three of Pentacles. King of Swords. The Fool. Yeah. The Hermit. Yeah. Curious what is in your sixth house or where Virgo lands in your chart. Everything's not always going to be perfect. It's not going to be the perfect setup. Sometimes we have to make kind of sacrifices in order to go down a path that we want, right? And sometimes we have to do the uncomfortable things to make that happen. I always use the example, yeah, we like the nice car, right? We're even willing to make the payment, but in the long run, like, it starts to weigh us down and burden us, right? And maybe there's something that we want to take that money and invest in, or take that money and, save for whatever it is that we want, right? So maybe this is about putting up with the hoopty for a while. This is like, what are you willing to risk to get on your path? Because it seems like every environment you come into creates more strife and dis-ease. And interesting that word's coming through, given with what you do. But when I say dis-ease, this energy of not feeling ease and peace and flow, right? It's always some sort of resistance. A lot of that has to do with the light that you exude in the world. And I mentioned this to you before, but you showing up with the heart that you do, and other people just skimming the surface. You know what I'm saying? So I think you're really concerned about whether really that you can trust yourself or not. Allison, if you ever get a chance, Theresa, you said it. If you ever get a chance to drive down Coombs Road, there is I think it's 13 North Coombs Road, right there by the Forest Preserve. Or the Forest Preserve is first, depending on which way you're coming. There's a red barn with a spire on it. And that's where I used to live. My dad built that barn. That's where I had my first horse. There's a lot of memories there. My best friend lived across the street. But Carolin, there's definitely something about, like, we're afraid to take a leap of faith because everything's not perfect and lined up. We're afraid to not take the risk, and that puts you in situations where you're in these environments where you're not appreciated, or you're not respected, or, all these things that have come up. So let me see the Ten of Swords. I think it's 13 North Coombs Road. At the time, it was like a little brick rancher. I'm sure it's different now. But and it was between the Haji's place. The next door neighbors used to play with their sheep. The people that lived there when we first moved in had like 13 adopted kids. But the people that moved in after it was the Tajis, and they had sheep, and I used to show their sheep at the Kane County Fair. Fun. It was fun. I lived in a stall for like a few days and ate chocolate Twizzlers. Remember chocolate Twizzlers? All right. So the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like you're stopping yourself short. I feel like you're afraid of, there's something about like the fear around this that keeps you from stepping into abundance, inviting abundance. And there's fear because, again, everything's not perfect, right? Ace of Swords. I hear you, Theresa. I agree. All right, Queen of Pentacles. Carolyn, this is about you becoming a boss, B-I-T-C-H. Like allowing yourself to step into that power. Instead of being afraid. Again, there's like a lack of trust in yourself is what I'm getting, okay? And it's putting you in situations that you don't really belong. Like, and only if it's tolerable, but I feel like there's a period where you come into, like, it comes into view that like this is creating nothing but obstacle and stress for me. Like, I feel like the goal is for you to have like peace so that you can focus on what you're here to do. Because everything else is just like a stumbling block trying to get in your way, trying to trip you up. And it keeps you questioning yourself. Show me the star. Show me the star. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. The 2 of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Yeah. When your creative juices flow here, look at this, the King of Cups. I love that. Excuse me, not the King of Cups, Knight of Cups. I love that because that's about you, no matter what, doing, not just doing something, but really getting into alignment with what you're here to do, come hell or high water kind of thing. And it's stepping onto a path that you feel fully aligned with. It's like being in a romance with it. But the 7 of Wands and the 2 of Swords tells me that there's resistance to that right now. I think there's part of this is about you taking a bit of a leap of faith and trusting yourself that you can handle the steps that you're going to have to make on this path. Okay. I hope that was helpful, babe. All right. Isn't that amazing how like the web of people that have come in such close contact in our community? Okay, marketing, if William, if you're there next week, or you can just shoot me an email and I'll put it in there. But if you're going to be there next week live with me, you can just put it in there then. Okay. All right, good deal. Who is next? Okay. Monique. Okay, it sounds like one of my boys are going to start getting loud. I apologize for anything you may hear in advance. Okay, Monique. Let me see here. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that about your mom, babe. Okay. Yeah, let's let me put you up. Oh, you are up on the screen. Okay, let's see here. Give me a moment. Let me feel what deck to use. I'm feeling traditional. Okay, I feel like I need to answer these questions specifically. Can you show me how the job situation plays out for Monique, please? Nope. I forgot the timestamp. Okay. All right. How does the job situation play out for Monique, please? Can you give me some insight into that? What do you mean it's saying you have to pay again, Pharaoh? What do you mean? Show me, please, for Monique. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this is what you want, though. 4 of Swords. Hold on a minute. Yeah, this is literally trying to get what I want from this. I feel like there's an agreement here. This is literally talking about work or working together with others. I'll check if it went through. I don't know what you're trying to do, Pharaoh, so tell me what you're trying to do. And when I get done with Monique's reading here, I'll double check things for you. So just give me a minute. Okay. I don't know if this has something to do with like time. Like I want this amount of time, or this is the amount of time I want to work, or I want this much vacation, or I need this much time off a year, or Maybe this is some kind of health benefit, possibly. Some kind of benefit. It is a benefit. I just, show me the Four of Swords. Seven of Wands. And the Fool. I wonder if this is about free time. Something about time is, I'm getting that. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Let me look at your thing again because I am getting something about caregiving. But you're saying that, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. I don't know if you're trying to have time. That's what it feels like. If that's what's being negotiated, I see some sort of agreement. No, there's, okay. Okay, hold on a minute. This is talking about your mother. Maybe there's something about like, I need time. Maybe like, can I start in 6 months or something like that? Maybe this is like paid time off. I'm not sure what it is that you're seeking. Yeah, I think you're going to get it. I think you will get it. If this is about like, I don't know, delaying like a start time or something like that, maybe you're having to handle some kind of affairs or something. I'm not sure. I mean, you might need like a delayed start time or something. I don't know if that's what that is that you're trying to work out, but anyway, I do see like this I see that coming through for you, okay? Certainly. I see that being agreed upon. That's what you're trying to get. I see it being agreed upon. I feel like you'll say yes to whatever is offered, okay? Okay, and as far as the love life situation. Okay, Farah, if you give me a minute, I'll see if something went through. I don't know if you're trying to, are you trying to like book more than one? I don't know why. I just don't know what's going on. Just give me 1 second, okay? I'll help you. Okay. All right. So Monique, there's definitely something that is available to you, okay, in the emotions department. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Nice. Could be a water sign, maybe a Scorpio, maybe a Cancer. Ooh, you're gonna have a choice. Yes. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You're gonna have to go with your intuition on that. I want to say to be careful of choosing anything for money, not saying you would. Okay. I'm just saying like there might be something that comes up about like choosing the wealthier person here. Be careful of that. Be careful of that because somebody could be more emotionally available than another person. Okay. So I do see that coming through for you. Might be sooner than you think too. Next few months. Okay. All right. No, it's fine, Pharaoh. Let me just look at this before. Let me take Monique's thing down here. Kay, you are next. If you're in here, just bear with me. So are you saying that let me know, Pharaoh, are you saying that you already purchased one? Or are you trying to purchase two? Or what's happening here? Let me go see if I have two. I only have two that's gone through. And neither of them are you. I have William and Pam. Does that help with things? If you're saying like it's trying to double charge you, I've already purchased one. I don't see it. Hang on a minute. Let me double check something else. Check your statement or your account or whatever, because I don't see it on my end. It's not showing up on my end. Unless you purchased one for today. I'm looking at the 22nd. Are you saying for the 22nd? Let me go back to today. Hold on. I mean, it would help to know like a real name. Like your real name or what it starts with, at least. Osaze. I have a Osaze. Is that you? No. Yeah, I got you. You're in here. You are in here. You're good. I've got you. You're my third to last. I've got 1, 2, 3, 3 before you. Okay. All right. So that was Monique. Next, we're doing K. K, I'm going to put your thing here up here on the thingamabobber. K. Okay. K. I love your name because it rhymes. Your whole name rhymes. I won't say it out loud. That's funny. Cute. Love it. Okay. Let me read your thing here. I hear you, girl. Amen. Amen. Okay. Uh-huh. Yes, ma'am. That'll do it to you. Yes, I got you. Okay. Yes. Okay. Congratulations on that. 2.5 years. Kay, I'll have to, if you're here, say hello. Okay. Let me go to my, okay. No, not, gotcha. Okay. Let me do something here real quick for you. I don't have your time of birth actually. I'm guessing Kay's not here. Okay. I'll have to skip that then. All right. Let me see here. Depending on when you've connected with some of these things, okay, I understand the one thing is childhood, like your whole life. But the other thing I'm curious as far as your marriage, when that came together. But that's okay. Let me pull a general spread here for you. And then I'll try to pull out the specific information that you're seeking from this. Show me for K, please. Whoops. I'm bad about the timestamps, y'all. I always just have to go back and look. Okay. Show me for K, please. Whoops. If there are children involved, I feel like this is going to weigh heavily on you here. Okay. Yeah, this is certainly, but I'm going to keep that just the way it is. Okay. Show me the challenge, please. Show me the challenge here. Okay. We have judgment. Yeah. It's making that big decision. You've changed. And so your life is going to change naturally. Okay. That's basically what this boils down to. I'll put it to you this way because of your background, your history, but what is more important? Living in alignment with your soul's purpose or making everybody else happy? Making sure everybody else's expectations are met. Which is more important? And then is there a willingness to remove those blockages? Because I know what your answer is, right? Of course, it's going to be living in alignment with your soul's highest and best good path, right? From your Christian perspective, that's what God would want for us. So you have to ask yourself, what's going to interfere in you carrying that out in your life? And then the next question is, some things are going to have to go. So what is that going to be? Sometimes it's us removing ourselves from the situations, the environments, the people. It's a lot easier to do that than it is to pluck this person and that person and this person and that person and that thing, right? But depending on how you need to do that, that's probably going to be something that happens where you are removing yourself from certain people, places, environments, all of that good thing. All of those good things. I didn't say that correctly. Mercury retrograde. The pre-shadow is here. The 23rd, I think, is when it actually goes retrograde. Where your focus needs to be on what you are avoiding. Show me near future. Yep. Near future is the 10 of swords. I definitely see you making some cuts. Okay. There's going to be some endings for sure. I feel like you don't resonate with what you're currently around and involved with at this time. I feel like it reminds you of like a past version of you. And that can feel kind of icky or heavy or dense, and we want to remove ourselves from it. And I think there's a reason for that. Judgment here. Okay. This is like the resurrection. Judgment is where you have done this evaluating of things, okay, and you've come to a conclusion that, man, I'm seeing things completely different, and I can't put that genie back in the bottle, right? I can't do anything about that. It is what it is. I'm fully aware of it, and that forces us to make judgment calls because we're shedding this lens that we had, and so we're seeing things more clearly, and that means that our soul wants to calibrate to that frequency. So that means the hard decisions, the hard judgment calls have to be made. So I feel like that's what this is about for you. So let me just clarify a little more about this 6 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Okay. I don't know if there's children involved, maybe 2. Could be an earth sign, fire sign, possibly. I'm just picking up potentially children there. But this could be about how like you altered your ideas about things as a child as you were coming up. You altered your own ideas about things to what people said they should be. I'm hearing there's a long history of that. I don't know how that's relevant, but there's a long history of that. I don't know if it's talking about something specifically. Okay. Or it's a long history about what I just mentioned. Of, these are the rules. This is what you adhere to. But this Page of Wands is curiosity, and it's about exploring something new. And maybe you had your own ideas. Maybe there was this creative side of you that wasn't allowed to shine. I'm also getting something about like it was important how you presented yourself as a child, like how you correction. Thank you. They're saying it's about how you represented other people. So people were putting these structures and these controls and things on you because it was really them not wanting to look bad. There's something about like how you represented those that were in authority over you and how it made them look for you to be a certain way, but that's not who you really were. I feel like you were put in a mold, and I feel like you're breaking out of that mold. Okay. Show me this judgment energy, please, in the challenge. Oops. Thank you. The devil. The thing that's actually controlling you is the thing that you want to make decisions about. The thing that's keeping you in bondage is this construct. You have the Queen of Cups. This could also represent the Mother. And the King of Cups. Yeah. I wonder if somebody would become extremely emotional or like even emotionally manipulate you or like make you responsible for how they feel. I don't know who this is for you. This could be parents, maybe. I don't generally see the Queen of Cups and King of Cups as parents, but it is mother. It can be father. Oh, definitely mother and father. Okay. But it can also be marriage. It could be your roles and duties and responsibility as a mother or as a spouse as well. Maybe there's something, maybe divorce isn't an option in your family. There could be a belief about that. There could also be this weirdness about like divorce is you'd be the only one in the family that ever gets divorced, you'd be a failure kind of thing. When the opposite is actually true, it would be a failure to stay. So I feel like some of this is about the marriage. I feel like this isn't the purpose of coming to incarnating on this planet is for soul evolvement, right? And your soul is evolving. And that means it's not going to feel comfortable if it sticks around in something that is an old identity. All right. So I feel like there is something about like other people's expectations. I feel like there's other containers that you're like, you need to adhere to this and you're still letting that control you, but you're outgrowing it. So it's going to get real uncomfortable if we don't allow ourselves to outgrow it. You know what I mean? So decisions do need to be made, and those are difficult ones. And I do see, I don't know why. I don't know if your parents are water signs, maybe, or have some water influence in their birth charts. Or if there could be like, woe is me, and you need to make sure that I'm happy. And so you need to do this to make sure I'm happy instead of you being happy. Show me the 7 of Swords, please. Ace of Pentacles. This is where your focus needs to be. The Page of Cups. I'm chuckling because I can see where there's also this fear of like you being labeled as something that you don't want to be labeled, or that you don't even like, it's not even really who you are. They're just projecting fears really is what I'm getting. I also see like a lot of gossip that you're concerned about, or you know would go on, maybe not that you're concerned about, but you know would go on that wouldn't be true. I'm telling you, there's something about you following a certain path or being a certain way, or, you know, living your life a certain way that it makes your parents look good. It's an ego thing for them. I don't know if you realize that. I don't know if you're aware of that. Maybe you are. But yeah, this is like I have a great example. Rock has a very eclectic style when it comes to dress. Yesterday, he wanted to go to the grocery store with me to spend $300 or whatever it was on. It wasn't $300, but he wanted to buy a bunch of stuff, fruits and veggies and whatnot. He came in with tan pants, his moccasin slippers, and he was wearing like an Aztec styled poncho. This kid has never cared how he is dressed. When he was little and they had uniforms in school, he would shove his pants down inside his socks, pull those socks all the way up to his knees. And I'm like, buddy, are you sure you want to go to school? Was this how you want to go to school? And he said, yep. I said, okay. And he went that way for about a month. But I didn't let it like influence how people viewed me as a parent, right? There's something like that with your parents. Maybe it's his parents. I don't know. Anyway, I'm definitely seeing the influence, and I don't know if there's something about like you would be the first one that's divorced in the family, or you'd make the family look bad, or some nonsense like that. But I do feel like staying would actually be the failure here, okay? Because you'd be keeping yourself in a container that you don't belong in. Yeah, I'm hearing you're meant for more. Okay. 10 of Swords, please. I feel like you need to look at what you're not seeing. Look like there's, as far as where to focus your energy, I feel like there's something that maybe what I told you don't see, like that your parents want to be, they want to seem like great parents, like you turned out great, you know, and if you get divorced, then it's a reflection of them. There's something about that. So I feel like you need to look at the deeper layers at people's expectations. You know what I'm saying? Show me this 10 of Swords. Yeah, Rock was getting all kind of funny looks, and we were just both, I'd observe people like looking at him funny. And and he'd come back to the cart with something. I'd be like, "Yep, that dude was that dude was giving you funny looks," and we just laugh about it. Anyway, 10 of wands. Yeah, you're definitely gonna put. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to handle the burden. Yeah, it's gonna get so pressurized for you that you're gonna be forced to like do something. Yeah, and there it is. There's you stepping. This is like your north. I want to look at your north node. 10 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, and that's when this is probably divorce, or there's something about I'm hearing methodically, um like there being like a process of elimination that you're going through, and this is about like removing the little obstacles first. I think you have to remove the biggest obstacle, which I'm going to say is probably the marriage here. You're going to have to remove the biggest obstacle though. You might want to remove the little ones first, but I think the biggest obstacle is connected to the little obstacles, and we can do one fell swoop here because something about the littler obstacles here, the little things, that you could probably manage or handle or whatever, you're going to have to cut somebody off or, not go to this place anymore or whatever it is. I feel like it's tied to the marriage. And then I feel like those things you're not going to be able to cut off those little obstacles with this involved, with you being involved in this. Okay. Your soul is calling, my love. And I feel like but how important is that to you? And are you willing to make those sacrifices to do that, right? Your intuition is speaking to you. You know what it's telling you. Okay. All right. Karla, my love, you are next. Okay. I hope that was helpful, my love. All right. Just get a shuffle there. All right, Karla. Excusez-moi. Let's see. Okay. Okay. It all played out, huh? Okay. I find that those like year ahead readings are extremely accurate. People tell me they are. Okay. Okay. I've got you. Let me put your okay. Let me get a sip here. Feel this one for you. Okay. Show me about this path to recovery here for Karla, please. Oop. Hang on. Time sec. Okay. Show me about this path to recovery here for Karla. Well, that's like a yes. 3 of Cups. Okay. Celebratory energy. 4 of Swords. This is literally the recovery. I should do it like this. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is more stability coming through. 3 of Cups is interesting. Give me 1 second, Karla. Show me for Karla. A 3 of Swords. 10 of Cups. Okay. The Devil. Five of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. I'm seeing that things happened pretty quickly. I don't know if was it simultaneous, like it came in threes kind of thing. That's what it feels like it came in threes, or you know what I mean? You know how they say like everything all at once? That's what it feels like happened. Oh, put the Devil back. That can mean more than just a person here. Give me a second. Emperor. Back to back to back. Okay. Tell me about this Three of Cups. I'm seeing a recovery. I feel like this is the path that you're on now. Three of Cups and the High Priestess. Is that what you're showing me there? Hang on a minute. Was there some assist? Remind me how many children you have. Is it 3? 2? 3? I'm sorry, I can't remember. 2 or 3? I think it's 3, isn't it? I don't know if there was some assistance. It doesn't have to be from children. Maybe assistance from friends. 2. Okay. I don't know if this is before like this recovery started or this is something that's coming in because it kind of feels like a secret. And it feels like with the Empress here, it feels like it's your mother. I mean, not your mother, your children. You are the mother. I see 2. I see you said 2. Show me what this 3 of Swords, 10 of Cups is about. Yeah, what is this? Ten of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. What's this devil energy? Page of Wands, Queen of Cups. 6. This is your children. Okay, listen. I don't know if there's. I don't know that I want to tell you. I might ruin a surprise. And I'm not 100% sure who it is, but I feel like it might be your children, and this might be. I don't want to ruin a surprise. You said you did a refinance. Okay. I feel like there's some kind of secret. And I feel like it's something like, I don't know if there's been money that's been being saved. I know this sounds like kind of hooey, like hoodoo, woo-woo, whatever you call it. Fairy glitter, okay? But I'm seeing like there being something in reference to you that's been like a secret. It's a good thing though. I wouldn't be surprised if you find out something's been paid off or something's been taken care of. It seems like it's, I don't know, family's like helping you or what. It seems like it's connected to family. I know that why do I feel like that kind of feels surprising to you? But I feel like family has something to do with this. I don't know. Maybe it's somebody making some calls to assist you. I don't know how this comes through. I do see the loss of money and I see something like you said you refinanced. So I don't know if this could be like we've dragged out like a end date, on something. This might, I feel like something's going to be resolved here. Show me this Emperor. Just let me see. Show me the Emperor here. Okay, I'm seeing maybe either somebody that is not your father, but somebody that is a father or somebody that's a business owner or somebody that deals with money. Tell me more about this. I don't know. Okay. Does somebody, this kind of feels like somebody that either has a friend that works in finances or they work with somebody in finances. Give me a second. I swear, this looks like Leonardo DiCaprio to me. Just a little bit. And the Queen of Pentacles. Karla, 10 extra years. I think something that you don't expect is going to transpire here. I feel like there's something that's working in the background in your favor. I don't know if it's somebody making calls, somebody inquiring. I feel like it's a secret. I feel like you don't know this. I don't know if somebody's seeing like what like how much you've been through and like they want to assist or they want to help. Page of Swords. Man, there may be like I wouldn't miss any phone calls for sure, okay? Or emails. Pay attention to phone calls or emails that may come through. Chariot. Interesting. I'd be curious to see what Jupiter is doing in your chart right now. I also Jupiter is in Cancer. Justice. Carla, you've got something that's really going to work out for you. I'm just going to, it kind of feels like this, and I'm not saying this is exactly what it is, but it feels like like somebody sends you a letter and you find out like something's been paid off. I'm hearing that whatever is going on here, there's a person here in particular, they don't want the glory. They don't want the glory. They may not want to be like, they may not want you to know. I don't know. I kind of feel like this might be, I don't know if you have a son-in-law or a son. It could be connected to them. So on the path to healing, yes, but I think you're trying to you're doing it a certain way, but I think it's going to be done another way for you. Okay. Okay, that's what I see. I feel like this is going to be something that is I get a lot of like maybe even tears over this. Okay? Okay, I hope that helps. I see this going well. I would keep an eye on like maybe Cancer season. But between now, I mean, I feel like between now and Cancer season, but there's something about Cancer season there for you. Okay. Yeah, do what you're doing, but I feel like something is like it's going to be a bit of a surprise. Okay. That's a great reading. Okay. All right, who is next here? We have Sarah. Is Sarah in the house? Okay, let me see. I know, sounds like fairy glitter, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, let me see here. Oh, because I didn't add the next people. Hold on. Okay. There's Sarah. 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 Da, 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 da. Okay. Who sings that? I can't remember. Let me read your thingamabobber here. I hear you, girl. Okay. I hear you on that too. On all of it. I hear you on all of it. Okay. All right. I will do my best here. Jefferson Starship. Starship? Was it Starship? Sarah. I don't remember all the lyrics. I can just hear that part. Okay. I just heard it the other day. I've been on an 80s kick lately in the car. The kids are like, oh my God. Ronan's got like, I don't know what. He likes Nirvana, which I can appreciate. He likes that kind of grunge stuff. Rock, on the other hand, is listening to like Orthodox chanting. They're like total opposites, but so alike at the same time. Okay, Sarah. Oh man. I have to say the dogos are being very well. Jefferson Airplane. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think it was just Starship, not Jefferson Starship. I don't know. I could be wrong. Okay. Let me look at the timestamp. Okay, Sarah, 2:13. We'll say 45. Okay, Sarah. I know I pulled this, but I think I'm going to go with this one for you. I knew Allison would know. Okay. I'm just going to pull a general spread. I think that's going to be the most beneficial for you here, Sarah. Okay. Show me for Sarah. I don't guess that she is in the chat. Okay. Osaze. Is that how you say it? Osaze? I hope I'm not wrong. You're next. And then Janis and then Karen. Karen. Okay. Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, something has been a bit of a slow, arduous kind of process here for you. Show me the challenge, please. 8 of Swords. Okay. It's how you're thinking about things that's creating a lot of burden for you. You might be seeing things as negative, okay, when they're actually there supporting you or something like that. Not saying you're not grateful, but there could be like an attitude of gratitude that could bring some ease in as far as how you're feeling. Where the focus needs to be, please. No, the song's just called Sarah, and I think it's Sara. Not Sarah Smile. Okay, 2 of Wands. You have choices here. I wonder if you have a an Earth Mars placement. Can you show me near future? 7 of Swords. Okay. All right, let's look at this. Show me the Knight of Pentacles, please. Show me this Knight of Pentacles for Sarah. Nine of Cups. Five of Swords. I feel like you're not giving yourself something that you want. You keep choosing things maybe that you don't really want. Like sometimes we can think we want something and then we realize we don't. So it might be beneficial to really figure out what you want. That's going to be kind of step 1 here. And what isn't that? So the 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like maybe some things turn into like regrets or like I've wasted my time here. Like you might even feel like a sense of lost time. Like I've lost all this time. I've got all this catching up to do. You may feel that way. I think you're 9 of Cups talks about like your desires being fulfilled, okay? Wish fulfillment, if you will, to put it plainly. It's more than that, but in this case, that's what I feel like is going on here. This is more about like you sabotaging what you really want. So what is it that you really want? Because there could be an avoidance of that for whatever reason. There's an array of reasons that we have all kinds of blockages that can stop us from going after things that we want. You know, one of the big ones that I see just in general with people is like not feeling good enough. I feel like that's meant for you. So I'm just going to leave that there and I'll read it to you when I get done here. That's a oracle card that's in this deck. Okay, which is funny that I was pulled to this deck for you. So I feel like you're doing things that you're taking like the long road. You're taking the detour here. You know, we're going, as they say, around our butt to get to our elbow. We can go from A to B, or we can go from A to B. And I feel like we're going from A to B. We can shorten this trip by giving ourselves over to the idea of this is what I truly want. But for whatever reason, you may feel like you can't accomplish that or obtain that. So I think you need to figure out what you want if you don't know. Okay. I think that's part of the pressure that you're feeling. And only you're going to have that answer as to what that is. You know, a real good one right now is "They Don't Even Care About Us." Michael Jackson. All right, show me the Eight of Swords. I don't know the name of that song. I know the song, but and I know who sings it, but I don't know the title. Or I know the title, but don't know the artist. It's so funny. Okay. Anyway, Seven of Wands here. Yeah, your own mindset. I'm very frank with you, my love. Your own mindset here is keeping you stuck. I feel like you're not allowing yourself to go toward the things that you want. I don't know that you even know what you want. I think you need to figure out what you want, and that requires some radical honesty. I think you're stopping yourself, and I think it's maybe your belief systems or how you might be afraid to end some things. You might be afraid to cut some things out. You might be afraid to disconnect from some things or to be honest about things being over for you. Like, I no longer resonate with this person that I'm hanging out with every weekend. Like, it's time to sever it, you know? It's time to cut it off. There's something like that. I think you stop something dead in its tracks. You might know what you want, but I feel like it's like maybe it feels like a dream, you know, that you're never really going to achieve. It's just a dream. If it's just a dream, it's always just going to be a dream. But the dream doesn't fully, you bring that into reality by manifesting that, which means you got to take the steps toward it. So I don't know where you are in that. But it's certainly, you're going to be asked to make some changes, and maybe changes that you don't necessarily want to make or you don't feel like need to be made. But those things are hard to do sometimes. I totally get that. This is, I do see something about removing anything from your life that doesn't bring you peace. Just stopping, just stopping it. We have the Hermit. Yeah, I think you're really going to have to go deep and figure out what needs to change. I think part of that starts with you. We need to stop stopping ourselves or sabotaging what we want. Like, I want pizza tonight. I want to go to a really good pizza place. Man, I miss that pizza place, by the way. If I ever go back down there, I'm going to go. But, but we're going to settle for buffet Chinese food and their crappy sushi. You know what I'm saying? This is going to that good pizza place because that's what you want. That's what you're craving, right? There's something about having to sit with that, going deep about that. I think you're stopping yourself, or I don't know if you're afraid to feel your way that deeply. Again, that radical honesty. Maybe something that you want doesn't, like, nobody else would understand, or everybody would be against you if you did it. That might be something that you're stopping yourself. Like, it's not maybe you feel like it's not a realistic dream, but it's not realistic if you're not putting any action behind it, right? So I think there's some introspection that needs to be done. Certainly, about where you're stopping yourself and why you're telling yourself you can't have or you shouldn't have or whatever it is that you're hearing there. I think this is also important for you to hear the inner dialogue you're having with yourself around these things. Okay. Show me the Two of Wands here, where the focus needs to be. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, we have the King of Wands. And the Four of Cups. What is this Four of Cups about? Yeah, you're not going to want to continue to live this way. This is about you, like, making a decision to choose a path and to boldly go down that path. We have the Three of Wands. Yeah, if you continue how you're going here, your future, you're going to feel very disappointed by where, like, I could have done this so much sooner kind of thing. Again, I don't know if there's something about, like, all this time that you feel like has been wasted, regret around time, or like a sadness around loss of time, or why something's taking so long. Again, that Knight of Pentacles, right? And we're taking this path, A to B, not A to B, A to B. So you can come down here, babe. Okay. He said, I know. There is you're going to have to take some kind of action. Only you can change this. You're going to have to make some sort of decision, because do you want to feel the same way 3 years down the road, or do you want to be in a different place 3 years down the road? Just random number there. Okay. I'm saying 3 because of the 3 ones, but do you want to feel the same way you're feeling, or do you want to change? And that means oh Lord, that didn't break, did it? It doesn't sound like it did. You're gonna have to take some kind of bold action here. You're gonna have to please don't be offended by when I'm saying this, but this is what I'm hearing. You're gonna have to grow up here and take some kind of action here toward what you want. Show me this Ace of Swords. I see you, tank girl. Okay, you might have to go back. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know when you started, but I'll timestamp your thing. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something that I feel like you can go after, but I feel like you stop yourself. Okay, let's look at the Seven of Swords. There is an opportunity here for you, but it's an opportunity that you're going to grab a hold of, or that you're going to create for yourself. This isn't the kind of thing that just kind of lands in your lap. Okay. Show me the Seven of Swords. If it is the kind of thing that lands in your lap, you're going to be hesitant if you're in this energy. You're not going to allow yourself. But I feel like this is more of an opportunity. You understand a path that you want to go down, and this is you creating the opportunities to make that happen. There's the Devil. Yep. The Devil energy. See, this feels like you're meant. Didn't I say meant for more? I feel like I heard that recently. That was another reading, wasn't it? I feel like there's something here that is keeping you in a loop, keeping you making similar decisions, but different decisions that put you in a specific energy. There's something that you're doing that's creating the isolation. The decisions that you're making are creating the isolation. I think you're aware of that, but I'm saying this is a cycle that you have to get out of here. This is a pattern. Okay, we have Justice. Nice. We have Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Empress. Yeah. This is the difference from staying the same and expanding here. Okay. I feel like there's some things that you're going to want to do that not want to do. I mean, yes, I feel like ultimately your desire is to do them, to take action, to create a path, to find these opportunities that are going to have this shift happen in your life. But there's something about making different choices here, making more balanced choices. Okay. Again, it can be as simple as what you choose to eat. I want Gusto's Pizza. Man, that was the best pizza place ever. Authentic Italian. She would always put a sign on the door that said pepperoni or not Italian. Don't ask for pepperoni pizza. So I would get the fungi and prosciutto. So do we want to do that, or we're just going to settle for the Chinese place? Do we want to drive the extra 20 miles to go to Gusto's and have that authentic Italian pizza? Or do we want to just have the crappy sushi on the Chinese buffet because it's 5 minutes down the road? These are the kind of choices, in a funny way, okay, that I feel like you need to be very aware of the choices that you're making on a daily basis, even down to the food that you put in your mouth. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read this because it was in your stack here. So number 21, this is Grow Wild. You are related to fox, deer, coyote, and owl, tree, moon, and star. The mountains live in your bones, the rivers in your veins. Wild flowers grow along the chambers of your heart. The wild isn't just a place out there. It's also a place in here. You weren't born to pay bills and die. Distracting yourself with secondary satisfactions, exactly, of cute shoes and happy hour. The time has come to unplug from your current matrix. Now is the time to court nature. Seek out animal companions. Listen to the trees. Have a conversation with the stars. Your soul is a forest full of stories the moon whispers late at night. Indulge your own nature and rewild your life. This might be about changing things radically, but this is a decision that you make, and it's a decision that's not based in fear. It's a decision that is going to expand your life. This Page of Wands tells me that this is something that you would be excited about, and I'll tell you that this Queen of Pentacles, uh, this is handling your finances and taking care of yourself and everything all at once. Not all at once, but all at the same time. Like you're doing these things simultaneously on a regular basis. Okay. That's what's going to bring balance in your life. Stop choosing the cheap Chinese buffet with the crappy sushi. The first sushi I ever had, I hope that was helpful, Sarah. The first sushi I ever had was on a crappy Chinese buffet in Colonial Heights, Virginia, as a matter of fact. And people be like, "Do you like sushi?" And I'd be like, "What? Tastes like cardboard." But then I was taken to a wonderful sushi place in Raleigh, North Carolina, just before I went to go see a hockey game. And it was the best sushi I'd ever had in my life. So I changed my mind. Where does this go? Right here. I think. I feel like that card was definitely for you. It was stuck in that little stack there. Okay. Am I saying this wrong? Osaze? Pharaoh? Where are you at? Okay, let me. Sometimes, like I said, leaps of faith are never logical, rarely logical. There's always some discomfort there. And when we're stepping into something that we're meant to be doing, it's always a little scary. That's not correct. Let me edit that. Okay. Here we go. Can I have this, please? Thank you. Work with me here. Don't work against me. Okay. Let me read your thing here. Then I have Janis and Karen. And I think I'll just I'll look at what came through for the 22nd. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Got you. Okay. Let's see. 2 30 55. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name correctly. I hate to butcher anybody's name. Ra. Gotcha. Okay. Osaze. Okay, I was close. I'm probably closer than most people. Am I correct? All right, let me just organize a little bit here, and then I want to feel what deck I need for you. Osaze. Okay, I think I'm feeling this one. All right, let me get a little sip. Y'all should see Teak right now. He is so funny. He doesn't even feel like he was so abused that he didn't even feel like he could like drink water. If I come pet, I have to like pet him and let him know that it's okay. But like if I do go do something and he's drinking water and I come through the door or I'm like, I start moving around, like he stops. He'll like go out of the room. I mean, it's kind of funny to watch. He really has come a long way, but I'll have to stop and like pet him like, it's okay. You can keep drinking water. Like he doesn't even feel like he can do what dogs do. It means whom God likes. Okay. All right. Let me just that card wants to come out, that top card. I'm looking at your thing here. Okay. Okay. So we have the Magician here. That is you trying to manifest an outcome. 3 of Pentacles. Okay. This can be the work environment. This can be working with a group of people. Interesting. Let me ask you something. Are you working with a group of people here or with another person working with a person on something? Teek's birthday is January 23rd. I'm sure he's got some Capricorn in his chart. He's a complete airhead, but he's also very slow. Like I couldn't take him running. I mean, he can be fast, but like normally, like he's just very slow, just moves very slowly. And we don't know when Ember's birthday is. I need to figure out. Jocelyn might know. I don't remember the exact date that we got her, but Jocelyn helped me get her, and so we transported her like the same day because she was in Maryland. That sweet baby. I saw that face. I said, I got to get it out of there. Okay. 9 of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So are you a group, a company? Okay. Look, I don't know if somebody's like, I don't know if there's somebody that you don't really get along with. I feel like that would be who this is. If there is a person like that you don't really vibe with very well. Okay. Working through another company. Got you. Okay. Let me just see something here. This feels like it's you. What is this 7 of Swords about? I don't know if there's somebody. Let me just find out what's going on with this 7 of Swords first. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like, this has got to be a person. Let me just. I'll come back to this. Show me more here. Eight of Wands. Justice. I feel like something will balance out. Does that make sense? But as far as like something like exploding in a good way, I don't necessarily see that. I see it more balancing out. I do see that there's some worry about the outcome with the 9 of Swords. Man, there's who or what is this that's doing this? I'm getting there's some sort of energy that kind of works against you, that like sabotages you. I don't know if there's somebody here that like you don't get along with, or I don't know, like whatever the dynamic is that you're working with, a company you don't necessarily get along with or something. Show me more here. There's a desire for a certain outcome here. Yeah, don't be oblivious, okay? I just want to tell you that. I don't know, because I see that you're trying for like a certain outcome, okay? But I feel like there might be something that you're not seeing. Like, okay, I'm just going to make a random example, apply it to, I know you mentioned trucking, but again, just hear me out. There could be like maybe somebody, like a contractor gives a contract to somebody else. And not you. I don't know. There's something there. What is that? What is that about? I'm picking it up. I don't know that you're aware of it, which is why I think I have to dig for it. Something's blocked. Okay. First off, I don't know that this is like the path for you. Okay. As far as like, I probably shouldn't say it that way. Give me a minute. If you're like hoping to become wealthy or very well established, not that you aren't, but more, okay? This may not be the route, okay? It may not be the route that you want to take. Now, that aside, if you're going to continue with this and this is like what you do and you're not going anywhere, I feel like things could be better, but I feel like there's some element in the background that works against you. I don't know what that could be. Okay, it's just a means to an end. There seems to be something that comes down the pipe toward you. I don't know if decisions are being made that don't like benefit you. Okay, it could just be that. I don't know what that is exactly. Show me this 5 of Swords. Show me this 5 of Swords. King of Wands. Okay, tell me this. Ten of Swords. Mm-mm. Is this him finding out? Is this him finding out about this? Is there a Leo or a fire sign around you in this environment? Yes, you do. You find out about something. I think you find out somebody's been blocking you somehow. I don't know how this would pertain to your situation, okay? But I see, like, if, for example, like if there's like a, like for in a restaurant when you have the hostess, right? And the hostess is like giving bringing patrons to sit in certain waitresses or waiters sections, right? And like the hostess is taking like the waitresses or taking the patrons and putting them in like one person section and like forgetting the other person, you know? It's something, it feels something like that. The loads that I contract may be leftovers. So you're not okay. I think that somebody might be giving like things to other people. I don't know if you're seeing like some kind of cancellations. I don't know that it's actually being canceled. It might look like that, or that might be something that's said to you. I don't know. It's something like that. You're being blocked from more, is what I'm getting. You're being blocked from a flow. Now, if I'm not, my dad is a trucker. Um, if I'm not mistaken, there's like some sort of like board that you go to where you can like choose what load you pick up, right? What do they call that? There's some kind of board, electronic board. I don't know what it's called. Why is that happening though? Why is that happening? Load board. Okay. I think this is keeping you small. I think it has potential to, I'll just put it that way. Like, I feel like it's keeping you small. I feel like somebody could be, I don't know how all that works, but that somehow there's, I don't know, if like there's a bid on something, okay? I don't feel like people are, there's somebody that's like maybe choosing, especially if it's like with the same company or something like that. There's somebody that's choosing another person, giving another person more. That may not be necessarily be anything against you, but it's for the stability of another person. So I don't know if there's like people that are buddy buddy and like there's a bid and then somebody's always getting the bid. There's something like that going on. Does that make sense? So pay attention to that. I don't know if, I feel like if you stick around this, I don't know if you can do something different. If you can like go outside the line here and, you know, pick up randoms, or I don't know. But I do, if you stick with this, it's only going to balance out. You're not, this isn't like a, you're not going to get rich or wealthy on this. And I've, not that that's your goal, but I feel like stability, security, comfort, that kind of thing is your goal. I feel like there's some naivety here. I feel like you need to be more aware of what's going on. There's somebody that's sabotaging. I don't think you stay. Okay. Okay, let me read your thing. But drive through another company so I receive the loads they find and get my percentage as a contractor. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you can like somehow go independently or what needs to happen. You might want to yeah, but I feel like you could be getting more, but there's somebody that's doing so. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean they got it out for you or anything like that. But I feel like there's something going on where somebody's giving somebody the most. Okay, does that make sense? Okay. I hope that was helpful. Let me look at the love situation real quick. Just touch on it here for you. Okay. Show me in regards to relationship, partnership, love, please. I think they're really wanting to talk about your work, but is this like after the moving on of this? Yep. There's somebody here after you decide to move on from this. It's so funny because traditionally the Six of Swords is going this way, but the Three of Pentacles here, Six of Swords is going that way. This is you moving on from something. I feel like this is about you becoming independent, Yeah, you will meet somebody here. It looks like maybe in Scorpio season. Could be a Scorpio tower unexpectedly. I feel like it's when you move on from something that you're settling for. And I feel like that's probably the work. You can do better with work, is what I'm getting. To be independent. I got you. Start with one, man. My dad did. He started with one. I think he's got like a fleet of 4 maybe now. I don't know. It's been a while since I haven't talked to him for a long time, but that's where he was when we were talking. But yeah, there's an unexpected coming together that's going to change your life, but it's this other thing. You got to deal with that first. You got to get yourself where you want to be, I think, and then this comes through. I love this person's energy too. Tell me a little bit more about that. This is partnership material. This is somebody who's going to tell you like it is. I'm getting, yeah. This might be somebody who is, you already know. I don't know if that's the case, but if somebody has said like you're getting screwed over, it might be that person. If that's not the case, this is somebody who would tell you like you're getting screwed over here. You're not seeing this? This person's very blunt. I'm hearing Saggy. So Saggy, not Sagittarius. I'm hearing Saggy. So they maybe have some Sagittarius in their chart. Okay. All right. So I think there's something about if that's the case, you may already know this person. Again, if it would be somebody who would say like you're you're effing up. Somebody that talks like that. Like you're screwing up here. Like you're getting screwed over. It would be somebody like with that kind of demeanor is what I'm getting. That kind of attitude. I don't know. I like it. Is it your friend you're talking to in New York? I don't know. What's their zodiac sign? That card could have been Earth sign energy, but New York? Could be. Ace of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. It is something that it looks like you're maybe currently investing in. I don't know. This person's zodiac sign could be fire sign energy. Didn't I heard Saggy. Could be Earth sign energy. I mean, the Ace of Cups came out for that. So obviously there's an appreciation there, and somebody may be being patient too. It's somebody who's going to tell you like it is what I'm getting. Look, Capricorn underneath the deck. I would say that's probably accurate. Okay. As far as who it is. All right. I hope that was helpful, my love. I mean, overall, good reading because you can take the reins here on your behalf. I think you are getting screwed over, though. I'll tell you that too. All right, Janis. Hang on a minute. Oh, baby, can you give me just a few more minutes? Can you? What is it, baby? Doing? How sweet, baby. I said, I see that face. It's so cute. I gotta get it. I gotta have it. I gotta get it out of jail. Okay, I might have to take a little bit of a break to let the dogs out. So I will be right back. Okay, guys. You're welcome, Ra. My pleasure. Thank you. Okay. All right. So I love the music too. Okay. So we've got Janis next. Let me read you here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'll look into this is the Super Lunaris Tarot. Super Lunaris. Lunaris, I believe. Super Lunaris Tarot. Okay. For Janis. Is this a realistic plan? Is this plan advised? Okay, Five of Swords. I'm going to say that's no, it's not advised. Okay, you need to be more future focused or like have a more of a come on, y'all. Working for nothing. Lovers. Just let me get some more information out in regard to the plan. Okay. The King of Swords is a planner. I feel like you want to plan for like harmony. Okay. I don't know. It just feels like, yeah. You can plan for it, but I wouldn't like advise like actually doing it just yet. That Five of Swords feels like it's not really a good time, is what I'm getting. I think you're right about that. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Work toward other areas of your life right now. It doesn't mean that they can't happen later. I just feel like right now is something that I'm getting. Can you show me this Five of Swords a little bit more here? Show me this Five of Swords. I see family being fine. Give me a moment. Yeah, this is timing. I feel like you need to be patient. I feel like you need to hold off on like anything soon, okay? Plan for it, put away for it, do whatever you're going to do, like plan it. But I wouldn't make sure you can get refunds, okay? Make sure you set yourself up so you can, you got some insurance or whatever, you can get some refunds on some things as much as possible. I would just put the money that you might spend, because I see money. You might put the money that you plan on spending for this, like I wouldn't use it yet. That's what I feel. Okay, I feel like now is not the right time. It doesn't mean it can't happen. I feel like this is planning, strategy, future, vision of this. But as far as doing it right now, I feel like you need to have patience. I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. Five of Swords being the first card out, okay? Just let me get a little bit more here. Ace of Wands. Queen of Wands. Nine of Swords. Yeah, I'm getting that you need to like plan for the future, but I feel like you want to hold on to your funds. Yeah. Yes. Okay. We see the world. 6. This is children too, and relationship here. I'm seeing. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah. I think some things are going to shift and you're going to do some different things with money. Okay. I feel like I wouldn't, you're going to, like, if you traveled now, you wish that you would have that money later for something. You might be assisting your family. Um, I think focusing on your connection right now is a good thing to be doing. But also like planning for the future. But I wouldn't be like putting money into the future yet. I wouldn't be putting money into travel plans yet. I'd be stashing it away. But I also feel like there's something here where you might assist like your family. So as far as that's concerned, you might wish that you had had money to invest into something else. That's how this is coming through. And I feel like with the 10 of cups here, that's talking about your family. You could also, like, I'm just gonna just a heads up, okay? If you did, let's say you plan this big trip and like it spent, you spent like 10 grand, 20 grand on it, whatever. You I'm not saying you're selfish, okay? But you might feel like, man, that was really selfish of me. I should have planned better. I should have foreseen this. I feel like there's going to be that energy if you do. That's why I'm saying it's got you're advised here to wait, okay? Point blank period. You're advised to wait on travel. Have some patience with that. Again, doesn't mean that you can't plan for it. But I would hold on to your money. Let me just look at what you said about this real quick. Yeah. Uh-huh. You might be the thing that helps your family through. That may not be something you want to hear or, something you expected to hear, but you're being told to wait. Anything else about this 10 of cups situation? Anything else about the 10 of cups situation, please? Yeah. Yeah. That keeps coming up. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. I think that I would wait. I feel like the assistance, you might assist your family. I feel like you're going to wish you hadn't spent some money on the travel, at least right now. At least right now. It doesn't mean forever, okay? But I feel like something you're going to wish that you hadn't, if you do it, you're going to wish you hadn't done it. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Janis, I hope that was helpful. I feel like you might be assisting your family. And I feel like that tells me that something might go, especially with that 5 of Pentacles showing up, that something might go a little south, but you would have the means to assist. I feel like you would want to. And so if like you are dumping a bunch of money into a certain thing, you're going to wish that you had not done it. Okay. All right, let me see here. I just want to make sure I covered everything. Wife and 3 boys. Okay. Can you just want to touch on the job situation here with the family? Show me the job situation, please, with the family. Again, with the waiting, patience, devil. Yeah, there's definitely a contending with 9 of Cups. Yeah, King of Swords. Yep, I'm telling you this. This tells me that there's something that's quite contentious, and I think it's probably the job security that you were mentioning. There's a lot of good intentions here. Give me a moment. Yeah. Thank you. No, I think you're going to be assisting, which tells me that again, there's something about competition. I don't know if I know there's a lot of talk about like the whole technology taking jobs from flesh, if you will. I don't know if that's something that might be involved. I don't necessarily see that. I'm just saying like there's something about maybe something is like maybe very competitive, or it's like a beast to tame, if you will. Tell me about this Ace of Wands. Yeah, look at that. 4 of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody is worried about money, or they will be. This could be by Leo season this is happening. Yeah, yeah. I'm getting that you should wait on the plans. It doesn't mean they can't happen. Plan for them, stash away, okay? Be a little squirrel, 10 squirrels if you need to. But I feel like that money is going to be used for something else. Again, doesn't mean that it can't happen down the road. I don't think right now is the time. You're getting a lot of advice here on waiting, okay? And I think, again, because you might be assisting, yeah, with something here. This is you being very perceptive of the future. And this is your Aquarian energy helping you out there. Okay. I hope that helps. That's what I'm seeing. All right. I did not timestamp you, but when I go back through, I'll timestamp it for you. So you might see your name blank for a minute when we get done here. Okay. I have Karen, but I guess it's not Karen. Karin. I don't know how you say it. Corinne? New romance, new business. Okay. Well, I'll pull general for you because I'm not sure. There's not very much detail there unless you're willing to give that to me. Okay. And this is the last one for today. So if you guys want to book for next week, I'll be doing this next week if you would like to do that. You can certainly do that with the link that's currently in the description box, or go to collapsecodes.com. I think the link's been floating around here and there. Just let me check something. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to use this deck apparently. All right, let's see here. You mentioned just pulling up your description again. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay. New romance, new business. Okay. I don't know if that means you're in a new romance and you have a new business, or you want a new romance and have a new business, or you want a new romance and you want a new business, or you have a new business and you want a new romance. I don't know what. But I'm just going to pull a general spread here for you with that setting the intention around those things, okay? All right. Okay, 2 of Swords. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Justice. I do, I feel like maybe there's something around the business side of things or career that maybe we need to focus on primarily at the moment. Page of Pentacles. Okay, there's something that's going to be showing up. Some kind of offer here. All right, let's see. Show me this 2 of Swords, please. For Karen. Okay, 9 of Wands. 3 of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know if you had to make some sort of change or you want to make some sort of change. What's the 9 of Wands about? 7 of Swords. Yeah. This almost feels like an energy of like, I'm going to take 3 steps forward, 2 steps back kind of thing. Or that may be how something feels to you. Like I'm taking 2 steps forward or 3 steps forward, but 2 steps back. I don't know. what that is in relation to. Maybe it's maybe you feel like something's going to hurt you financially, or something's going to hurt you, as far as your reputation, or maybe you're going to lose some clientele. I don't know. Okay. Again, I got 4 words from you, so I'm doing the best I can. But I do feel like there might be some resistance to making a change that would benefit your future, even if there's some kind of setback in the meantime. You know what I mean? Um, like maybe this is like maybe we need to take a few weeks off and then, go back to work, or I don't know what it is. Okay. But there's something that may not that a setback is required, but that a setback may happen, and you might be trying to avoid that. But it's a change that needs to happen to benefit you, or it's going to have benefit to the future. It's going to have benefit in the future if you do it now. Not giving you a sense of urgency as far as timing. I'm just saying that like if you do it in whatever the current situation is now, presently, if you address it, okay, if you not avoid it, okay, not avoiding it, we address it, we do it, whatever, take on the setback, then I feel like it's going to benefit you down the road. I don't know how that pertains, again, because I don't have any information for you. So let me see this 3 of Pentacles. Show me the 3 of Pentacles. You'll just have to equate that to whatever you've got going on. Show me the 3 of Pentacles here in the challenge, please. King of Cups. Thank you. 5 of Swords. 5 of Wands. I don't know who you're partnered with or who you're working with. You're working with someone on something. There's some kind of like team effort. That could be you and another person. It could be you and another group of people. It could be everybody working toward a common goal. There's somebody that I feel like there's friction with that doesn't make things easy. I don't know who that could be. King of Cups can be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but could also be I don't know if you got somebody in your environment that's like manipulating a situation, potentially, with that 5 of Swords there. It kind of feels like that. Or just kind of creating like challenges or obstacles where there doesn't really need to be. It almost feels like it's unnecessary. Tell me about this King of Cups. Lovers. Well, this might be in a relationship. If you have some kind of new connection, then I don't know that this is meshable, that it's compatible. This could be, maybe you just feel conflicted. Like if you're not in a romantic connection, but you want one, this could be maybe that you might feel conflicted. I got a ringing in my right ear. First ringing of the day. You may just feel like conflicted around things not working out, or maybe your person not coming through, if this is like you single and you're seeking some kind of new connection. So it could be that. And in that case, and I want to tell you, like, if you're in something now, then I feel like this isn't like a compatible thing, or it will turn out not to be a compatible thing. Again, there could be some like intentional challenges or like unnecessary, like petty things, or I don't know. I feel like your focus needs to be on business work right now. That needs to be your priority, is what I'm getting. Okay. Show me this Justice energy. Janis, I'm sorry. This just came through randomly. You said engineers and financing. Okay. Are you Karen or Carla? I don't know how you say that because of the way you've made the R and the E and the N bigger. Janis, this might be, I don't know if you have, I don't recall your reading or your booking, like what you put in the description. Sorry, hang on one second, Karen. I don't know if you have like a place that family might be living or you might offer them to live there. Okay. That just wanted to come through. I saw your thank you and then that came through. So just giving you the information. All right. Back to Karen. 2 of Wands. Is this who I think it is? Do you live in Australia? Or New Zealand? I don't recall exactly. All right, we have Strength. Ooh, we have the Devil. Wow, Strength and the Devil. In order to have justice or balance or fairness in a situation, I feel like you're going to have to make some hard decisions. Okay. I don't feel like this is about relationship for you right now. I really feel like even if you are involved with somebody, I feel like, because I don't see that that's it's an obstacle and like an interference versus it being like an assistance or a support, if that makes sense. You're in Utah. Okay. There might be some hard decisions here. I mean, this is where your focus needs to be. This is on some decisions, tough decisions. The Strength is the card the only card in the tarot that overcomes the Devil. Maybe this is about there could be about needing to persist through like red tape. This can be like the government structure, okay, or structure that you're having to contend with, rules and regulations and that kind of thing. But I feel like you're going to have to make balanced decisions in regard to those hard things. Okay. Can you give me a little more indication of that, please? Maybe legal decisions? Could be legal with justice there in the world. Yeah. If things are giving you some pushback, if they're not aligning, I feel like you should take that as the universe closing certain doors for you. Show me this Devil energy. The 9 of Cups. Yeah. I feel like you have a desired outcome that you want to achieve. Okay. Wish fulfillment that you want to achieve in this situation. And I feel like there's going to be some things that are going to try and interfere. You're going to have to make decisions about this, is what I'm getting. There might be some like taking closed doors as closed doors and trying a different direction or a different means, a different avenue. I'm also getting just intuitively, I'm getting a message for you about like there might be different ways of doing things that are going to come through or that you might want to seek out. I don't know how that pertains to this King of Swords. Especially if there's like legalities involved in something. It's a nonprofit. Okay. Yeah, there might be like in red tape or like, I also want to say like, make decisions that are going to benefit this and no strings attached. I'm hearing you don't want any strings attached. Maybe that's relevant. Or you want to make sure that the decisions that you're making there's no strings attached, or there's no like you have to do pay to play or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, be careful of that. I want to tell you. I feel like because it could interfere in what you're trying to achieve here. Okay. Show me this Page of Pentacles. I am getting something about like this, something coming into your awareness, or maybe somebody giving you some information of a different way to go about something. It feels almost like maybe not so much as a loophole, but like something you didn't think of. Just pay attention. I feel like that could be coming through for you in the near future here. Show me the Page of Pentacles. Hey, Terry, thanks for hanging out with us. See you next time. Soak up some of that sun for me. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. We have the Fool. Yeah, I think you're really going to want to... There's something about freeing yourself from the confines or some sort of restrictions is how this is coming through. Knight of Wands. This probably is going to come to light for you. Page of Cups and the 6 of Wands. This is like a thank you, but no thank you. I feel like something might be presented to you, but it's like maybe breadcrumbs or Page of Wands. that when you turn something down or you say no to something or you say never mind to something, you need to be very keen on who you're choosing to work with and partner with, and especially when it comes to maybe financing, I feel, because I know you mentioned financing, but um who you're choosing to do the work with, who you're choosing to partner with. Because there could be like something about like breadcrumbs or a lot of red tape or restrictions. Be careful about anybody that's wanting something for something else. I'll give you this for that kind of thing. If you do this, I'll do that. Be careful of that sort of thing. Be very careful of that. I feel like there's something here where you're probably going to decline it, apologetically decline it. I feel like but I feel like it's because of some kind of awareness that you're having. Um, and this Six of Wands tells me that that is a very good move for you to make. I feel like something, yeah. I'm hearing a bold move. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Let me just see a little bit on this. Queen of Cups. Four of Wands. I think there's another option or other options that are going to be made available to you that are better suited, that are, I don't know what the nonprofit is, but this could be somebody who's in it for the right reasons. There might be somebody here that you're dealing with or could potentially deal with in the future that may not be in it for the right reasons. I feel like the right reasons are something that is, you want people to invest in something for the right reasons. I don't know. I feel like somebody's trying to get something, or someone will try to get something out of this. Be very careful about that. I feel like the right people are going to come in, and that's what's going to make this thing stable. Okay. That's what's going to make it stable. I don't get that your focus right now needs to be relationship. Okay. But I'll touch on that. Show me about, are you with somebody now? Because I got 4 words from you. So new romance, new business. Okay. This is obviously the business side of things, right? But are you wanting a new connection, or are you in some sort of new connection? Because I feel like if you're in a connection, I feel like there's going to be interference and challenges on something that you're trying to work on, or interferences and challenges. Like you're trying to work on something, and I don't know. Let me just see about the connection here. Okay, the Empress. See, I feel like no, I just don't, if you're with somebody right now, I don't know that that's something that's going to last. I feel like it interferes somehow, or there's a problem or something like that. The Moon, the Hermit. I feel like you actually need to be free, because I feel like there's a lot of movement that's going to be coming, a new interest. Okay, you can entertain the interest. I feel like that's a safe thing, but I wouldn't like get heavily invested with somebody right now, because I feel like you need freedom of movement. You don't want to be held accountable or have to have anybody's permission or have them on board too, in order to keep the connection together. Yeah. Ace of Wands here. I'm seeing the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I think it feels like you need some time, some reflection time, some deep reflection time, because you're going to have a lot of divine inspiration come through, a lot of ideas come through, a lot of creative ideas that are going to be flowing to you. And having some sort of connection right now is going to create some sort of interference. Now, I'm not saying that the thing that you have the new interest in couldn't work out down the road. But I feel like this has to be priority for some reason. Thank you, Janis. I appreciate that, babe. You didn't have to do that. Does that make sense to you? Like there's this needs your focus. I feel like when this is like up and running and things are smooth and there's some stability here, like once something has some roots or has some kind of foundation to it, then I feel like that could be something that you open up the door more to. But I just get that your focus is supposed to be on whatever this is right now. Okay. Okay. Otherwise it could get a little messy. I don't know if I don't know what exactly this is. If you feel like sharing, I'd love to hear. But as far as nonprofit, but I feel like that's important. It's important, and so it needs your focus. And it's going to need your energy. Like you don't want to be drained with this. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Again, I'm not saying that it couldn't work out down the road. Is this? I'm curious about this person. If they're a water sign, it might be just the right person, but maybe not fully invested yet. This might be just, enjoy it on your downtime, but don't let it take your attention away from what you're doing. Okay. All right. I think that's it. I think that's everybody. Is that everybody? Yep. That's the last one on my list. It was so much fun hanging out with you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that the readings helped those of you that booked, and we'll do this again next week, of course. Okay. All right. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. A Cancer. Okay. It might be this person then. I just wouldn't, again, I would take your time because it just looks like it could be like you're trying to work on something and this could be maybe somebody's needs aren't being met. Like I feel like it could cause a problem. It could become very challenging. That energy can be needing attention, and like it may come out. That may be how it kind of turns out. But if you wait and you get this thing very solid, and again, some roots it's taking root, and you have some time to enjoy your free time and you have space for this, then I feel like it could go well. But up to that, I feel like this other thing needs your priority. Okay. All right, my loves. If you missed, I did the all signs, all houses for the week ahead, and that was yesterday. It posted a little later because it took forever to upload. Yep, I'll see you, William, next week. I appreciate you being patient. Yeah, Karen, I think you're exactly where you need to be. Just it doesn't mean you don't entertain it. You don't, you spend time with it when you have some downtime or whatever, or need to like let loose. But I wouldn't make it a focus or fully invest in it just yet. You're making the right decision there. All right, loves. Okay. Love ya. Take care.